Back here in T-Mobile Arena for the first time in 2022 as we get set for UFC 272. UFC President Dana White joining us now. And, you know, Dana, it's not necessarily rare that you would have a non-title fight for a main event on a pay-per-view card, but it is exceptional because typically it's got to be some big-name guys with a big storyline behind them, and we have that here with Colby Covington and Jorge Masvidal. Why did you think now was the time for this fight?
Yeah, no, it is rare, actually. You know, we've done it with Conor McGregor, Nate Diaz, and Masvidal are probably, off the top of my head, the three guys we've ever done it with. First of all, this is a fight that the fans wanted to see.
Yeah.
You know, obviously, I mean, the gate's going to be $6.5 million. Pay-per-views are doing very well. So this is a fight the fans wanted.
You know, there's talk that the loser of this fight, they're both obviously welterweight contenders. They both fought Usman twice for the belt and lost. That whoever loses this fight may never get another chance at the 170-pound belt. Do you see it that same way?
Yeah, it's very possible. I mean, even the winner of this fight, you know, the winner of this fight is looking at other options right now. Does he move up? Does he move down? Who does he fight next? You know, Usman is the pound-for-pound best fighter in the world right now, and he's lapping these guys. He's on his second run on most of these guys.
Let's talk a little bit about X's and O's here because, you know, you've been a fan of combat sports for a long time, including boxing, and we always love two storylines we love. Two dudes who hate each other and contrasting styles. We have both of those in this particular fight. How do you see those things playing out, though, once they get into the cage?
Yeah, I mean, realistically, when you look at this fight and you break it down, if Usman does not exist, Colby Covington is the baddest dude in the world at 170 pounds. But what makes the fight so interesting is Masvidal is a guy who can end the fight any minute with a flying knee, a punch, or a kick. So they're two of the best guys in the world, and anything can happen. And like you said, this storyline is former friends, cornermen, training partners, roommates, hate each other now, and a lot of bad blood between these guys.
By the way, the last time Masvidal fought here at T-Mobile is when he knocked out Ben Askren with that flying knee in 5 seconds. Speaking of Masvidal, a little news early in the week. He said that he signed a new deal with the UFC, multi-fight deal. Can you confirm that, and what does that say about his future?
Yeah, he did, and he wants to be here for the rest of his career. So he will be.
Yeah. So, again, even if he loses this fight, you still see a bright future for him in some capacity.
Yeah, I mean, he's still going to stay here and fight. He's still one of the best in the world.
Yeah.
You know, the thing is here in the UFC, you got number 6 fighting number 1. When you lose to the number 1 guy in the world who would be the world champion if Usman didn't exist, it's you know, he's still one of the best in the world.
Speaking of contracts real quickly, Izzy signed a contract recently. Now Masvidal. The one name that a lot of people were concerned about this upcoming year, Francis Ngannou, the heavyweight champion. Any progress made in that regard? He's
been in Cameroon visiting his family, so he's supposed to get back here in the next couple of weeks, and we're supposed to get together. And
from your standpoint, do you need to? Would you like to get it soon rather than later, or does it matter?
Listen, in the history of this company, the only guy that we've ever not signed was Fedor.
Okay.
I mean, it's the only guy we could never sign. So, you know, I'm hopeful and confident that we can get a deal done with Francis.
And you're not worried about it, whether it's next week or 8 months from now?
Yeah, no, as long as we get it done.
All right, fair enough. Solid start, obviously, to the pay-per-view schedule here in 2022. From your standpoint, the way you look at it, has it gotten off to the start you hoped for, and how does that give you momentum going forward?
Yeah, I mean, the world keeps throwing madness at us. I mean, we get out of COVID, and you know, it's always something that we're dealing with. Yeah, I mean, not to blow our own horn, but nobody does it better than we do. I mean, we figure out solutions to problems, and whenever a fight falls out, we either end up making a better one or one just as good as it. And we're going to continue to stomp through the rest of this year, putting on great fights.
Well, we've been off to a good start, as I said, and a highly anticipated match coming up here at the main event, UFC 272. Looking forward to it Saturday. Dana, as always, we appreciate the time.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.